Okay, in this little video, I'm going to go over like how to draw a very simple and basic tree. Please work in pencil. I would recommend, this is just how I learned, I would recommend maybe just watching the video once through and then drawing with it. And then if you need to like pause it along the way to catch up, pause it along the way to catch up. So I'm starting out by drawing my tree trunk. Parallel lines that curve out towards the bottom, and then we're going to draw like the roots coming up out of the ground like that. Okay, to start the branches, we're going to draw a slanted line going up and out this way, a slanted line up and out this way. Don't let them get too curvy, make them more slanted. And then we're going to draw a V shape right there. Then on the end of the branches, up and out, kind of like a Y, up and out, and then the V shape, like that, up and out, all the way across. So this is kind of an organized way to draw a tree. V shape in between. Like that. Okay, then you're going to draw up and out. Try to make that transition like smooth. Make them probably a little bit longer than you think you need to. It just gives you a little bit more space to work. This is not a picture of every tree. You know, trees are in nature, they're all very different. This is kind of a template, like a way to get you started drawing a tree. And then if you're drawing a particular tree, you can add the details that make that tree unique. So every once in a while, I'm going to draw 2 V's in a branch. So instead of making 2 branches with 1 V, I made 3 branches with 2 V's. You're going to have branches that overlap, perfectly fine. That happens in nature. Trees are not like a row of branches that never touch each other, right? There's all kinds of different branch arrangements going on. But drawing the diagonal lines like this in the V's will just help you get started. So your branches will get thinner as you move away from the trunk. In a real tree, that's where the growth is happening, is towards the sun. You know, they're all like, all the branches are like racing their neighbors to get the sun. So they grow up towards the sun and out away from their neighbors. Get the overlap happening in there. So as you're drawing, the branches will just naturally get smaller if you're using this kind of shortcut method for drawing a tree. Okay, and then to end our branches, you'll just kind of close up the end, and it almost becomes like a little stick at the end. I would say let those be maybe a little bit longer, like as you're up at the top of the tree. And again, this is just a little shorthand tree template. It's not, you know, a super realistic picture of every tree. It's just a way to like get the branches organized. And then you could even go back and write at the end of those branches. I'm just using a pencil line. I'm not even adding any thickness to them to like make the real thin branches at the very top. You could also add a branch on the side, like if you feel like you've got a space that seems too empty, you could just come back in there and add a branch like growing off the side anywhere you think that you need to fill in a little. Perfectly fine to do that. You could also add like a bark texture to the tree trunk. And maybe like a little knot hole if you want to do that. So here's our simple practice tree.